Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. This is the extended to this morning's reading about cracking yourself open with the heart. If you haven't seen the reading this morning, I was suggesting that one first because this one's going to make a lot more sense. When I turned the deck just before turning on the camera for this one to work your light, it was trust your path. Okay, so this says, if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Not only that, what hit me about this card is that it's very much like part of these two, okay? You see the sand here, you see the sand here too, but here's a path, okay? And there's an individual here in this one, and there's an individual here. So it's like these two cards came together. And they're asking you this question, Pisces, and this came through to me. If you knew you were safe, okay, and I see soul family here on the back of this card right here, okay, if you knew that this was all part of a big plan, okay, your forgiveness of people who've done you wrong, okay, and that they were part of your soul family, and that this was all just part of a road that you were supposed to be going on, wouldn't it be easier for you to let go of those resentments and feelings? Absolutely. Okay? So just remember that when that comes through. If you're seeing something coming in, it's a crystal that's kind of hanging here. So it's coming in with all the different colors of the chakra for you. Okay? So just remember, this is an energy balancing beam for you. Okay? This is an exercise in balancing your energies as well. All right. So I'm going to take from the Starseed Oracle. I feel the need to use these a lot these days because I just feel that they're appropriate, okay? A lot of big energies are coming in to try and help you on your path, on your way, Pisces, and that's so important right now. Lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. I like this, okay? So this is it. Questioning the pain that people cause you. Why was that pain there? What did you have to learn from it? And anything, all these remnants, this is what I'm telling you, that harboring of stuff that you were holding on to, that's got to go, okay? That is very plain to see right now. You have to let go. It's got to go. It's the same sort of message, okay? So lifting the veil. So now you're seeing things for what they are, and that is a lot of what they're saying. You're seeing what's supposed to be, what you were supposed to see, okay, that maybe you haven't been seeing. Things aren't always as they seem, it says. The era is one of uncovering mistruths, okay? The moon, remember? Disillusions. Okay? The era is one of uncovering mistruths so we can remember ancient truths. Ancient truths, as if we've forgotten it. We're here on a learning mission. Okay? Everything is in a state of recall and realignment. Anything that isn't in harmony with the planet will not survive. You see this harmony card, okay? This goes for society and the world at large, as well as in our own lives. If you pull this card, you're being called to energetically scan your life for things that may no longer be a vibrational match for who you are and how you've grown. Exactly. Okay, these are just like remnants, things that you need to clear out. To dismantle the systems, the Hierophant, upside down, of ways of being that once served you and others but no longer do. Some starseeds are here to lift the veil between the seen and the unseen worlds, to shine a light on things that are inauthentic or unaligned with the survival and well-being of Earth, to stand for and protect those who don't have a voice, to look deeper and question everything that previous generations did not. Some starseeds cannot tolerate things that aren't congruent. They're here to bring society and humanity back into harmony with the planet and the Creator at large. If we tolerate things in our life that aren't aligned or congruent with it, we add to the misalignment of the planet. You're being called to trust yourself. Notice what's out of alignment and then take the baby steps required to bring it back into harmony. This is no easy feat, but it's so worthwhile, both individually and for the planet. So the question for this card is, what isn't congruent in your life? How are you being called to bring it back into harmony? And we've talked about this morning. That's exactly what I was talking about. Okay? I was talking about being just, I don't know, true to yourself and realizing a bigger perspective, a bigger story. What were you not seeing from before? Was it just about walking away and surviving something? It may have been so much more. You survived it, but what was the lesson? Okay? What did this person teach you? What can you be grateful for what they did to you? What can you bring into focus? Exactly. Okay? The gratitude of the lesson. Yes, an antagonizer can bring you a lesson. Something important. So, with the Moon card, you have the number 9. You have the 2 of water, which is harmony, with the 2 of air. When you have harmony, this becomes a 9. 2 and 7 here becomes a 9, okay? This harmony helps dispel all this deception that you're doing to yourself, this mistrust, this safeguard mode, this fallback position, okay? When you have this 2 with the 2 of water with all your choices, the things, your indecisions and stuff, okay, that come with having all of these different choices, it brings harmony to that. Again, it turns it into a 9, okay? It breaks the illusion of trust your intuition. It's all by going to that 9, that beautiful number 9. Four of Pentacles. A lot of this has to do with control. You're holding on too tightly to these things, and you need to let them go, okay? Because it's giving you a false sense of security, a false sense of stability. You feel that you put boundaries by walking away. But what's happening is you're holding on too tightly to what's left. And this is what they want you to let go, okay? This is about this is about holding on. They want you to let go, okay? It did come out upside down, so it is definitely about letting go. They don't want you to hold on to that stuff anymore. They don't want you to keep going in that direction. It's not doing you any good. It's not doing you any favors either. Okay? The Five of Cups. Right. Let it float away. Take what's left. I like this picture, this card, because you see her actually looking at it. It's almost like it's floating off beside her, and she's taking a quick look at it. I love the fact that it's flowers, because even if they've fallen off the branch and they're going away, there's still beauty in them, okay? So this is the message for you, Pisces. There was still beauty in this lesson, okay? At one point, these people came in and offered something different, just because it fell away. doesn't mean that it still does not hold value. Like I said, I am expecting people to be triggered here, but has to be done, has to be said. So I will continue saying what Spirit wants me to say. But I know where you're from, okay? I do know where you're coming from. I've had plenty of bad things and antagonistic situations come in my life. I will keep repeating that. I've had some of the worst stuff happen to a person in a lifetime. Okay? The most heart-wrenching, heartbreaking. I've had people who've caused me so much grief and pain. If I'm able to forgive, and if I'm able to let go of all that animosity, and all of that hurt and pain, so that I could make room for other things, bigger things, better things, higher vibrations, and see the lessons and be grateful for them, for bringing them to me, you can too. Okay? You can too. This is all about cycles, about change. When you do this, you are starting to make the wheels turn in the way that they're supposed to. You're starting to make things turn and shift in positive ways, okay? You're centering yourself so that the world can start spinning, your world can start spinning in the right direction, okay? Because there are many reasons right now that we could be angry at the world, at the people who keep rushing out, you know, just because somebody tells them to, instead of just staying home safe and letting things pass, okay, and using common sense. A lot of the times people don't do that. They just, you know, higher power, whatever, you know, general population, oh, everything's good, and everybody goes, and then things aren't good again, okay? It's because people have forgotten how to make their own decisions, how to trust their own intuition, okay? They're looking for okays, okay? Like I like to say, okay. All right, so here you have the Hangman. Didn't we already have the Hangman? We did, didn't we? I feel like we've already had the Hangman, but I don't see him. Oh, he's hiding. He's right here. There's the Hangman. Double Hangman. To give you a new perspective, okay? This is to get rid of all this stuff, this extra stuff around you. Put air through it, okay? Let fresh air come through into your mind, into your heart, into your soul, okay? Let things happen in a better way, okay? Instead of, like I said, being angry at the people who just follow blindly whatever anybody tells them, okay? Realize that they're part of the swarm that is helping this planet grow and get bigger, okay? Every time they do this and the world stops again, it's reminding us that we're not ready. And it's also, you're also reminded that these people are doing these things as well because there's a reason for it. Instead of being upset with them, know that there's a bigger plan, there's a bigger picture, okay? The longer the world stays stopped, the more it has to find different ways of doing new things, of getting out of old patterns, okay? Of bringing in change, real change, instead of seeing the world that we've lived in and the last couple of years simply as just, you know, a pause in things, like an inconvenience. We'll have to face it as a real means of having to change because it's going on for too long. We have no choice, okay? So instead of being mad at the people going, well, why do they keep doing things over and over again? There's a bigger plan, okay? The people you think are stopping you from, you know, resuming your life because they blindly follow, well, there's a bigger plan. There's a bigger picture. Don't despair, okay? Don't harbor resentment. Be grateful that something positive is going to happen on the flip side. You have the King of Swords here. This is cutting right to the truth of the matter. And regardless of whether you say just rather be angry and harbor resentment, the truth of the matter is that when you're a master of this, when you can get into the mind and figure out that there are various different reasons why things might be happening, and when you involve your heart and the bigger picture, you will see that you will become more of a mastermind, intelligence in a much different way, okay? Intelligence that's energy-based, okay? That's going to really align you with who you want to be. And that is what this is. All of this intertwines with each other, with the current world situation, with people who have come in and from your past in your life and have gone. All of this is together. All of this fits. You have to remember that. The Six of Swords. The Eight of Cups, the Six of Swords. They always come out together. Every time I do readings about moving on, letting go, transitioning. Okay? Absolutely. You have to transition. Why do you need to transition? Because, of course, with the transformation card, you need to move on. Okay? You need to make different choices. You need to make different decisions. You need to rise above. You need to rise out of the ashes of the old into the new. You need to drop off things that don't longer fit with the Hierophant upside down, okay? Known ways of doing things that no longer serve you, no longer are good for you. Different ways of doing things, absolutely, okay? You got to move out of this black cloud. You got to drop your anchor somewhere else. There's better things ahead of you, okay? And you're working at lifting the veil on that, on figuring out what it is. And it is by looking again, okay? A lot of this is by looking again, seeing the unseen, the stuff that you missed, okay? The stuff that you were so sure of. Here comes the Moon again, okay? The Moon already came out. It's a double card. One more time. Another card of Pisces. Breaking away from these illusions. Trusting your intuition. Putting a real light on it. The Moon, I always say, it is shining the light from the sun. It's reflecting it. The Moon doesn't have her own light. But when we think of it as our own light, when the Moon's in the sky and we go look at the light of the Moon, that would be the situation where you say, I walked away from that person and I don't like them and they were mean to me, and you're harboring that. When you break that illusion and realize that the sun is actually reflecting the light, and you say, oh look, at the sun reflected off the Moon. That's you gaining a new perspective, like the Hangman that come out before. Okay? That's shining the real light on the situation. Well, that person came in and hurt me. Yes. Do I hate them for the rest of my life because of that energy that I can't let go? Or do I realize that the lessons that they gave me I should be grateful for and actually say thank you? Thank you. I realize that I don't ever want to be in that energy. I realize a lot of things by being in that energy. Okay? I've learned some wonderful lessons, seeing the bigger picture. Okay? Like I said before, and like I said this morning, it's not about forgiving that person face to face. It's not going, I forgive you. It's about forgiving them and letting it go. Letting go of the remnants of energy that you harbor from those experiences. From the world doing things that you don't like. Why is it continuing? Why do these things keep happening? What is the bigger picture? What can you be grateful for? What's on the flip side waiting? that's bigger that we're not seeing, okay? All of this comes to play. It's a very big, 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 big canvas right here, right now, okay? And it all comes from the heart. Last two cards. You have the Emperor, this instability upside down, with the Eight of Pentacles, okay? Is what I've been saying. This instability, because this is stability, that you're feeling from all of this, from working deep in that raw heart chakra, okay? It's going to make you work harder. Look at this. Look at these vibrant colors. What is she working on? She's working on the big butterfly. What's the big butterfly? It's a death card. It's a transformation card. Okay? So that you can rise above in the phoenix. The butterfly, the ultimate sign of transformation. And this is quality work you're doing, because it's the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is all about maintaining quality. Doing focused and satisfied work. Paying attention to detail and craftsmanship. Your dedication to being the apprentice. Doing meaningful work. Okay? So there you go, Pisces. This is your reading for today. A little bit of a mess here, as I like to do every once in a while. As you can hear, I'm very calm. I'm not sick or anything. I'm not tired. It's just that this is going to be very calming work this week. It's going to be type of work that you have to sit in that energy of love. And I sit in that energy of love before I do these readings, because like I said, I know that some of it's going to be hard to listen to. And sometimes you're going to have to sit with it and see how far you can go with yourself. This forgiveness deal, this letting go deal, sometimes it takes a while. And that's all okay. Your life is your own. You're moving forward at your pace, as Spirit has said, but they're saying there's so much great advancement to be had in doing this particular work. Okay? You're opening up your avenues to so much more. I'm sending you lots of love, light, and blessings, Pisces. This has been your extended, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care.